Good morning, traders. Yes, guess what? Since I was late yesterday and the prior day because, we don't have Ryan and Ryan's still on out, Zunaid still hasn't even joined up. I started it up before Zunaid joined up. And why did I do that? I started it up for you guys. So do me the favor today. Hit that thumbs on up if you're happy that I didn't wait around and got the show started. Let's get it started. Live trading with Benzinga.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
All right, traders, let's get it started. Let's get right into the market. It looks like Zunaid is taking a little nap time. He'll be joining us up in a little bit. Hopefully he can join on up. Let's get right to this market. Let's go. I'm trying, Keith. I'm trying my best. Let's get right into the market. Well, I'll take a look at some stocks first, and then I'll let Zunaid jump in and give you guys his outlook, right? And so today I'm going to be watching, of course, the SPY coming back down here today. So it looks like we're stuck in this range here, right? And so that's what I'd be pointing to. You can see this range here up towards 401, 390s on the downside. I think we're going to be chopping in between here until we get to the CPI data. That's what I think could take us to the next leg up and the next leg down. So I'm going to be watching around here just for the stocks to kind of stay in this range. An easy way to look at this also is a 4-hour chart. Maybe not an hourly chart, but a 4-hour chart, right? And so you can see here more and more as you get closer to the time frames, you can take a look at where the resistance really is and where the support is, right? And so I think you're going to be within this. And so you have to understand that when markets tend to trend, and what I mean by trend is like it was coming up here where it was uptrending, that's when we can make money to the upside. And when money's starting to trend to the downside, that's when we can make money to the downside. Where we always run into issues is when stocks go into this chop zone, where it's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. When you're playing within the trend, remember the old phrase, right? It's talked about often is that the trend is your friend until it isn't. And the reason why it isn't is because it goes into consolidation. So I want you guys to keep this in mind always when you're looking at the markets. One thing that we always want to look at is, are we in a trend? If we're in a trend, we can trade with the trend and try to be with the herd. Of course, you can always trade against the herd if you'd like. That's always up to your decision. But for me, I like to trade with trends. So right now, this little choppy action just shows me that we might get chopped up today in the action. So we take a look at like a stock like Apple that was strong yesterday, right? Because of the event. It was actually getting a nice little push on up. Look for those lows yesterday. Will those lows hold today? And so you can look at an hourly chart and you can see there was a lot of wicks towards 153.60, 153.90, right here, 153.90, 153.69. So below 153s, that's really what we're going to look at. We're going to actually, I'll put a line at 153.50, which is that low here, close to that 153.60. Let's see if that gets cut on the downside. If that does, you could see Apple continue to leak on the downside today. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle. Where can you watch Powell? I got you. That's what I'm all about, is trying to keep you guys an informational edge. That's what I try to do here on Benzinga every single day. Like always, I appreciate you guys always giving us feedback here. But all eyes on Fed Jerome Powell's speech. It starts at 9:10, and I actually got the link for you to go ahead and check that on out here. So I'll throw up the link here in the chat. You guys can watch this as we're getting our trading action going here. Of course, it starts at 9:10, so it should be coming on in a few minutes. Let's see how the market reacts when Jerome Powell comes on. And remember that from 9:10 to 9:50, I'm not going to try to do too much trading because Jerome's speaking, right? He can flip the market up and down, so you don't want to get caught in those actions, right? And so we'll see what happens there in the market when Jerome's speaking. Of course, guys, I'm still in the competition account, so I'm going to try to compete there and keep battling with you guys on there. And this, you guys are able to see my competition live, where a majority of the people in this competition, let's just be honest, they're not doing it in front of people like I am. So right now I'm ranked 5th. I'm trying to keep battling here. Best position right now is definitely the SEDG. I mean, that is up 15% since we opened it at 270.38. So I'm trying to take profits, but it needs to go by the 2-day rule. I have a 48-hour holding rule for the competition. And so I'm waiting to at least 11:08 to take profits in SEDG. Of course, it's been a monster move there. We still have Oxy 67. I tried to add yesterday with the competition account, really wasn't working. My add today in Oxy down towards, let's say, 63 or 64. But ABC is another one that is just slightly in the red now. So I'm going to keep on watch to see what I do with that one, if I sell it or not. Of course, I got in these positions 2 days ago, so I can't really sell out just immediately. Need to just keep watch towards the stop, and that's the way the competition goes. So I'm going to try to keep battling. Leader is only up towards about 1,000 away from me, so not too far. You know, we could still make it back towards first place. I'm going to keep battling here, like always, in the competition account. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. All right, so I'll go ahead and pull that to the side. Stocks that we can keep on watch, of course. So ABC was the one that I kind of mentioned right now that is coming back. This is one that I'm in, looking for it to get back up there towards 150. We'll see if it makes that move today. Really needs to get more into the bullish move. Also, with this one, it's the medical distribution stock. You can watch McKesson that I've been calling out for a while. Look at this daily pattern. Nice move yesterday. Looking for that to hold the pullback today towards 364.30s or 364 overall, and then look for a push towards the 370 outlook. Of course, this one's trading with Cardinal Health that has been holding on also. Tesla is one that I'm watching today. We'll see if Tesla can come back. Tesla has been going back into the green, but what is it in? It's in a little bit of some sideways consolidation here, right? And so look at this level here. I'd be watching 283.50s. You can see how we're rejecting it here now in the pre-market. If it can't get back above, and I'm going to actually pull this up a little bit higher here to the pre-market high, 283.91, so 284. If it can't get above there, I think you're going to come right back down into this range. Could be coming to 275 in Tesla. We'll see what else is on out there. Like always, trying to keep you guys in the informational edge and do the best that I can for you guys. All right, let's keep battling here. What other stocks could we take a look at? ChargePoint has been one of the stocks that have been getting a lift lately. I know it has a lot of comments out there with the Inflation Reduction Act. Has some bottoming here. You guys can look for maybe a pullback or a move back above 16 yesterday. Not a bad little trade there, back through 16. We'll see what happens in ChargePoint. All right, time to keep going. Of course, your earning stocks were GameStop. GameStop definitely not doing too bad. And you got Asana not doing too bad in the pre-market. GameStop coming down fast with their FTX partnership. Honestly, I'm done with GameStop. I don't expect much from that company anymore. But Asana here definitely bouncing back. And this was a beaten down name. So it had a hard bottom put in there at the 18. Now, really hard bottom now with this kind of turnaround right around that level. I'd be watching for a little bit of a pullback action back towards the 50-day moving average here. And we're going to look to see if it can come back into, like, let's say 2150s into that level I like on a pullback. Right now, it's too extended for me. I wouldn't be chasing it up this high. I'd be looking for a pullback here, at least back towards this kind of like 2250 area. Around there, you can maybe find some support. We'll see if this comes back into that level around 2250 Asana. All right. Also, you got a gloomy outlook from McCormick. So that's MKC. McCormick coming down fast. That shows me packaged foods. Be careful. Also, looking at this, I'd be careful with like a farm product like ADM. It was trying to make a comeback, but now looks like it wants to take out the lows. Just keep it on watch. Move back to 90 looks interesting. If not, it could break towards the 85. We'll see what happens on out there. Also watching ARC for the growth. Look, will this cut through 40? That's a big outlook there. If we can hold the supports here in ARC, this doesn't look bad for growth. But if we cut through the 40, getting down towards 39 and 38, be careful. We could cut through the lows on Kathy's ARKK. We'll see what else is going on out there. All right. Well, looks like I'll keep battling here for you guys. We'll see what kind of stocks are moving on out there. Zunaid would join me whenever he's ready.
I was waiting on you. I'm ready to go.
Ready? Where you been at?
I've been watching you the whole time.
I know. Sometimes I like to watch.
I put up Mr. Holland's tweet for you. Well, he's not as sweet as comment.
No stress. What do we got here? What are you looking at today?
Yeah, same thing, right? So Asana 25 break is what I'm looking at. I kind of want to be greedy and go ahead and get into this one here and wait for a break at 23. So that might be something I might do. Matter of fact, I might do that because you can see here you have some resistance here on 23. 23 could end up being support. So let me actually go ahead and put in an order right now. 23.50s is where I'm looking to get in on Asana. So the order's out there, even if it in pre-market, if it fills, great. Right now the bid is 23.54. I'm at 23.50. So I'll let you guys know if I go ahead and get filled on that. Let me go ahead and get my phone out. That way we can all hear my lovely ding if that notification happens. And there we go. All right, let's go ahead and check out a little. So let me update the folks at home. So this ticker, SHPH, if you guys got a chance to play this with me yesterday or anything like that. Unfortunately, I was waiting for 49.90s on there, 48.90s, excuse me, on this one. Didn't quite get it. And I ended up selling around like 35, 36. My entry was 26. So it was still a beautiful 10 points on that one. But I did not get the 47, and I 100% wasn't going to overnight this puppy. So I went ahead and sold around like 2, 3 o'clock. Actually, no, I sold right here when it broke that EMA for me. So about an hour 20 before the close. So I'm out of this one. But if it gets back to the $30 area, I am interested in this one. So matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and go over here, SHPH. I want to buy some shares at $30. And let's go $30.05. All right, cool. That order's in on SHPH. And let's move on to Apple here. Apple, I like this one at 154. I feel like that's an area that can find some support, and this is why. You can see here, support, and yes, it wicked below, but look how quickly it came down, and look how often it's been holding as well. Oh, look at that. Well, matter of fact, there you go. 154 there, held once again. So that's an area for it to hold. If it can hold that, I think we can go in and see higher highs. But with Powell speaking at the moment, who knows how that'll end up being. So we shall see on that end. And let's go ahead and check out a little bit of Tesla here. Tesla, you had 280s. Once it finally broke out at 280s, you saw a little bit of highs. If this continues to go in the market participates, I would not be surprised if we go ahead and see 300s on this one. But take a look at this, right? This was resistance this whole time. Now, once it popped, it can hold a support. It held a support here, held a support here. At the moment, it's holding a support here around this 282 area. We'll see if that one ends up holding. But for me, it's a no play. Don't have the best read on it. Maybe around 280s, you can try to scalp it, but I'm not going to go ahead and do any of that at the moment. Now, let's talk about the Qs. We've often talked about the whole numbers and all that good stuff. Good morning, Richard. You've got 300 right over here, right? So you've got 300, the whole number, and look how that acted as resistance. And just like that, we came down just yesterday, at least a point on that one. So nice little play there if you went ahead and grabbed some puts. Are you guys playing with real money or paper money? I trade with real money. Mitch also trades with real money. However, right now, he's focused on a competition that he's doing. He's looking to get his certification for CMT. So we both trade with real money. He right now is focused on his competition, which is with paper money, but sometimes he might go back and forth. But no, I lose real money. Unfortunately, that's what I do. But so Q's 300. Let's see how it behaves. If it wants to come back and test it, I'm okay trying to go short again. Look how well it's worked. Short here, 1, 2, lost, came back down, 1, and now let's see what happens here. So it doesn't work every single time, but when it does, it's a beauty. Here you've got the SPY. Would not be surprised if this one wanted to go ahead and try to test 400, but ultimately, it's not 400 that the level I'm kind of curious about. It's more so this right here on 401.42, because you can see, matter of fact, I can extend it a little bit more if needed. You can see all the way up until August 31st, same rejection. What's going to happen here? We'll find out if it ever gets there. No idea whatsoever, but we shall see. AMD, AMD to me, you've got like the 79.80 area that was resistance yesterday. Once it finally popped above, you can see it's acting as support here as well. I'll be patient on this one. Don't really have the best read, so I'm not going to force a trade on this. But we shall see how this one goes. The main thing for me, did I ever get filled on Asana? How? Don't tell me it popped completely. Let's see. Let's see where Asana is. Nah, it's about 10 cents above my asking price. That's okay. Maybe we'll get filled. Maybe we won't. We shall see. Let's see what other stocks we've got here. On SHPH, we already talked about this one, 30 bucks. That's where I'm looking to get in. I've already got the order in there, ready to rock on that. And then on Nvda, let's see on Nvda, perhaps a pop above 138.50s could be interesting. But besides that, I don't really have the best read. But on Apple yesterday, this one was a little frustrating for me. But I was kind of going back and reviewing my plays, and you can see how the trend line kind of held pretty well on Apple there. So I was long Apple, but then I got stopped out when it broke below VWAP there. And then I went and did something with my life, and I didn't come back in the trade right over here at 1330. But just something to keep an eye on for me this week, or I guess to continue being patient with, is just kind of drawing trend lines and recognizing that, hey, even if it breaks VWAP, maybe I can add just because of risk reward, yada, yada, yada. Because you can see how the previous close went ahead and held there. And then, of course, later on, you had a wick down, but then that area held right there on that. Let's go. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Thank you. I meant to go ahead and delete this trend line there. And then let's go ahead and check out GME here. I know that's kind of popping to the upside. Looks like 24 could be an area for you to get in, or maybe even 23.50s. That held yesterday. So we can maybe see a little bit of action on that end. Would you call this a head and shoulders on GME? This area here on the 10 minute. You're good. Take your time.
No worries. I'll take a look.
Yesterday.
Just in pre-market action or yesterday's action?
No, yesterday right here.
No, I would just call that kind of a declining wedge, and then it broke out of that at like 3 p.m.
Okay.
I wouldn't really call that an inverse head and shoulders. It needs more definition there. The kind of V bottom that you kind of get more on that head is not really kind of more the action that you'd see. You'd see more consolidation towards the head. Gotcha. So you got a left shoulder there that I agree with you, but look how the right shoulder action is and look how the head action is. It doesn't really make sense there.
I gotcha. Cool. And then let's see if let me go and take a look at this here. I know Snow's one that we take a look at in the past. A break of 179 could be interesting. And again, look, you just got to look left and kind of get an idea of where we've got resistance. So you've got resistance right here around 179 or 178.50s. Again, resistance, but a break above, man, could get interesting on Snow, especially if we go ahead and get any type of options play, more news or anything like that whatsoever. Give me a sec here. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of keeping an eye on now. And to the downside, don't really have a good read on it. Maybe the 170s, maybe the 175 holds. I have no idea, so I'm not going to try and play anything into that. Let's go ahead and check out Docu. Ooh, Docu. Okay, well, first thing first, I got to check is if the 50 bucks ever played into effect here. Let's see. Let's check out the daily. Nope, looks like 50 bucks hasn't come in on Docu just yet. And if it does, it's right around this area. So that's the first thing I'd be waiting for on Docu. But if you're going to try to swing this, just be mindful that... Did they already report earnings? Yeah, they did. Did they report earnings? I don't know if they reported already. I don't know if it's today pre-market or if it's tomorrow. But on Docu, though, because it doesn't look like crazy action, so I don't think they reported if I had to look at this properly. But above 55.50, you can get a move to the upside, especially if they want to play an earnings run up. But if it comes to the downside, you can see right here, you've got obvious support at 53.22s. Break of 53, you go ahead and get out. So you can start nibbling around 53.50s. Break of 53, you get out. You're risking 50 cents on that one. So many times, if you just look left, you have an idea of where your stop should be. Earnings tonight. Thank you so much. So if you feel like, hey, it's going to go short, cool. If it breaks 53, go short. Maybe you will get that bounce of 50. I don't know. No idea. To me, it's all about probability. It's all about risk reward on that one. You've got MULN halted down on news. Well, we hope everyone's been okay. Yesterday, we continuously talked about GSAT. Shout out to Chris again for the great insight that he had. I unfortunately sold before. I sold around $2, I think it was. Yeah, around like here is when I sold. And then you can see the beautiful pop. I don't know why this one has come down though. Like I'm not quite sure why it didn't hold up after the Apple news. I haven't read the reports. Maybe I'm missing something. But if you're looking to play this, $2 is where I'd have the line in the sand. If it breaks $2 by 3 cents or so, go ahead and get out on GSAT. But this could have a nice little play if we get momentum behind it. But again, to me, no idea why it just stopped working on that. But let me see. If you have any stocks, Mitch, let me know. Until then, I'm going to go through the chat and I can just keep
You're
talking.
good there. That on that spike of GSAT, what I would think is you had a big seller at 250s. And so as it broke through that 250, you hit that seller and you just kept refilling there. Bam, 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 bam. He was selling out, selling out, selling out, selling out, selling out, selling out. Eventually ripped through the 250, but there's a big reason why you're not seeing too many wicks after that 250. That's the price level that I would watch today. If you want to get through on GSAT, it's going to fight at 250. But a move from here from $2 to 250 still leaves room to play, right? At least I feel. So I would keep watch on those two levels, the $2 and the 250 for GSAT.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. On Lululemon, I'm looking at about 328 if it wants to come back down to that level there.
Yes.
If you get a crack above 340, I think 350 could go ahead and be a magnet. And yes, it does look like Powell is speaking.
Yes, I can give you the link here if you want to check him out, and you guys can give us some insight because we can't watch him while he's talking right here. But I'll tell you one thing: I'm just watching the market, and I drew a level there to kind of watch what happens from his speech, right? So that's right around the 395 level, and so keep an eye out on that. A move back above 396 would be the move to play for, maybe for me on the bullish side. A crack down below this 395s, and then you could see some downside action continue. Right now, it feels like it's just been a little bit of chop, and I don't expect too much said by Jerome Powell. The only thing that he's probably going to do is just reiterate exactly what he said in Jackson Hole. So I don't expect anything different today.
And it looks like I did go ahead and get filled on Asana. So I got filled at 23.50. The stock is currently trading at 23.24 on the ask. So I'm down 1% on my equity trade. 23 is my break point. You can see how well 23 held right over here. So maybe I should have been smarter and tried to buy here around 23.10s or so. Then that way I'd be in the money and not negative on this trade at the moment. But that's on me. I will live in something I definitely have noticed in my trading this month is I'm trying to be aggressive and close the month strong. Therefore, my risk reward is off. I'm like not chasing, but I'm not being patient as I would like to be. But pins, yesterday again, you have a nice little move to the upside. I was going to draw it this way, but that clearly doesn't work there. But you see a little bit of a trend to the upside on pins. And then if you wanted to go ahead and try to trade this one here, I think if you get it around a break of 24, you can see some more upside. You can see resistance here at 24, resistance here at 24. Maybe you get 25 if you break that. But to the downside, I don't necessarily have a good support area. Let's see how the 20s did on this one, shall we? Did it ever get to the 20s? 20 resistance there. A little bit of support, but that kind of bleed to the 1950s or so. Yeah, don't really have a good read on Pinterest there. I know this one was in the 70s because I traded it to the 50s and I went to 70s and I was pissed. And then, yeah, there you go. It went all the way to 90s, excuse me. And now it's back down. This one does have earnings. So keep in mind, if you want to play Pinterest, maybe you can keep an eye on it because it can maybe have an earnings run up, right, later on this month. But look how clearly you can see that 24 area is kind of resistance right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times to try to break that 24 level. Successful only once or twice, but it peaked right back down. And the only time it was successful is it went up by 24 cents. So you can see the power and the 24 level on Pinterest on that one. Let's see what we got. We got about 4 minutes left. Let's see if there's. Oh, we haven't checked out Meta. We haven't checked out Meta in Coinbase, so we can do that. And that's not what I meant to type out, but 161. Clearly, you can see that right here. Resistance, 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 resistance around this area here as well. So if it cracks 161, you can get a little bit moved to the upside. In terms of downside, you can see I'm waiting for 155 to go ahead and try and play this one. But to the upside, to me, it's the 161. What do I think about AFRM? Let's see here. Maybe a break of 2350, which was resistance yesterday, which was resistance on the 2nd of September, which was resistance a little bit here on September 1st as well, but that's a bit of a stretch. So maybe you crack above 2350 and you just wait for a 5-minute candle to close above. You grab a little bit. If it goes up, if you're a scalper, sell it. Then if it comes down to test that breakout area, you buy some again. Stop loss, I would say, would be like 25 to 50 cents. It just depends on what your targets are. Ryan's internet is still unfortunately out. The government will not let him win. So
Telling you, that fantasy team, he's just not happy.
Yeah. So Ryan's internet's still messed up, unfortunately. Speaking of which, I need to ping him because I needed an answer from him about something. But
Man, Ulta doesn't stop, man. I honestly, I wanted that trade. I remember when I had put in an order at the 407, I was looking for a 430 move. It's already gone to 442. That's a nice move there at Ulta. It's just well run. Sometimes we look for companies that, just are well run companies. And I feel like Ulta is just, whoever the CEO is, give him a raise because he deserves it or she deserves it. Because Ulta has just been a monster. Honestly, like if I would want to steal a CEO, it might be Ulta's CEO.
wait, Ulta CEO? That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the company, how it's been moving in a rough time, in a bear market. If you take a look at that chart, that's a weekly chart. It's gone sideways during a bear market. That just shows so much strength to me.
Yeah.
If the company can't come down when there's a bear market, just get ready when there's a bull market, right? I mean,
yeah. No, I hear you on that.
It's gone up like almost 5 weeks in a row. It's definitely a great stock to have. That's what I want to hear. What is the CEO? I want to look her up right now. I'll look her up. Ulta CEO. Let's look it up.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
weird.
Mary Dillon. I'm with you, Mary. I might have to reach out to Mary. You know what, guys? I'm gonna reach on out. I'm gonna try to get her on. You guys know how I try to do my best on that.
All right, we've got less than a minute here till the open on Asana. I'm going to go ahead and sell here because it did go ahead and crack. So as soon as the open comes through, I'm going to go ahead and sell. The order's already out there on Asana. Took an L.
So it looks like she actually is no longer, now she's executive chair. And I think she ended in June 22. Now she's starting as Foot Locker's CEO. And I was wondering why there was so much appreciation for Foot Locker. I got my answer. You want to know why Foot Locker is going up?
Why is it going up?
Because now she's the CEO of Foot Locker.
Hmm.
That's it right there. I was wondering why
All
Foot
right.
Locker was getting back up so fast.
Here we go. Market is ready to rock and roll. And my Asana, for some reason, they won't let me sell it because they hate me. Can I sell my Asana, please? Market is open, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it's 9:30.
You can. You can, my friend.
Come on, Asana. Sell. Thank you. There we go. Out at 22.61 on ASAN. Let's go and check out the SPY here. You've got downside movement starting already.
Yeah, I'll put you up.
Oh.
That's really interesting there. Yeah, I'm reaching on out, so I'll try to do my best. You guys know me.
Oh, and the new 2K23 drops. Man, we gonna be a little busy later on. All right, you've got first move down is on SPYs to the downside. Let's go ahead and see what we can do on SPY here. I'm gonna try to play the minute here.
All right, trying to pay attention to, of course, Oxy. You guys know I have it in the paper account. I was looking for a little pullback here out the gates here. It pushed up for a slight second. Now we're trying to pull back here. Just keeping an eye out to see what happens in oil. Can we get a push up today or not? Also paying attention to the sectors, right? So basic materials leading us, energy right behind that. Basic materials up. What's up there? Looks like copper's up there. Agricultural inputs. So I would look at maybe MOS to see if it gets back into the green. And you see MOS get back into the green. That's one that I'm keeping a close eye on that I might take a shot on today in the account. So MOS, let's see if I have that there.
You've got the SPY trying to break above the 395.50. Let's see if it can do that.
Like that. 200 days right below it on MOS. It's the only thing keeping me a little bit here. A little bit careful.
I'm just scalping SPY at the moment. I'll let you guys know if I can get into an actual position. So bear with me here. Short SPY at 395. Stop loss is 395.50. So just hang tight. Got an order out to go ahead and cover some at 394.53s if I can get that cover. Let's see. Nope, SPY wants to come right back up. Oh, what you gonna do, SPY? What you gonna do, SPY? What you gonna do, SPY? Come on, give me 10 more cents. Give me 10 more cents. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, Paul, the main thing and why I'm trying to state it is that I want you guys to feel that, you know, you guys have full transparency on what account I'm using here. Is it the competition account? If I'm using my real account, I've tried to let you guys know that. And if you don't care about the competition, I mean, to each his own. There's a reason why I'm putting it out here. It's so people could understand how difficult competitions are.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to cover everything here on SPY. I'm all out on the SPY short.
Ooh, it went down fast, man. Jerome, powing this market down.
Yeah.
God dang you, Jerome, sometimes.
Let's see what ASN did after I sold.
Man, just destroying
the
some trades out there today. Is that what you want to do, pal?
Clearly he does. 394 holding at the moment on SPY. Let me go and check something else.
Apple not moving up. I don't know what you're seeing there, George. Apple looks weak right now. Tesla going down. The Tesla dragon. That might Rivian's interesting here. It's definitely still getting that pop. You're trying to look for a play that's still in the green here today. So it looks like it was trading higher after the Mercedes-Benz van signed a memorandum of understanding for strategic partnership. The company intends to establish a new joint venture manufacturing company to produce electric vans in Europe. So Mercedes and Rivian teaming on up here. Looks like a nice trade if you get it pulled back here to around 35s or 25s around there.
Take a look at ISEE. I mean, remember yesterday we told you guys $14. I actually got a chance to scalp this one yesterday at $14. And now it's at 15. I definitely didn't sell it there. I sold it around 14.50s, but this is a nice move to the upside. Crack of 16 could be very interesting on ISEE. We get more downside on SHPH. I do have that $30 order out there. We'll see how that works out on that one. And again, short the SPY here, but 16 break is what I'm curious to see if we get on ISEE. So I'm paying attention to that right now. See if we can maybe ISEE. There's the break above. $16. We'll see if it holds. Just trying to scalp this a little bit. Trying to do it Ryan style. Yeah, that's a lot. I can't do that.
Nvidia still cracking through the lows. Yeah, Nvidia's trying to crack through the lows. Let's see what happens there. 132.88. That's a big level to watch on Nvidia. Look at that. Talked about it. As Nvidia goes, will technology go?
The puts that I'm in on SPY are this is a small size. It's the 394 puts expiring tomorrow. I got filled at 261. They're trading at like 267 right now.
Man, I'm losing money in that SEDG trade. It's coming down a little bit because the market's dragging it. Unfortunately, can't close until 11:08. Ah, hold on for me. Hold
you
on.
know what I should do? Here, let me go ahead and do this right now. SPX.
I need
I'm
some
going to try
OJ.
something a little crazy. I'm going to lose money on this one, but that's okay. I'm going to buy one SPX 3885 puts, and then I'm also going to go ahead and buy 4010 calls on SPX, all expiring today, right? So basically trying to see if we get a massive move either direction. Doesn't really matter to me, and see if we can make money on that. The 4010 calls, I'm going to look to sell those for about $5. And same thing on the put side as well. So let's see if we can do that.
At least the leaders are losing money too, so that's how it is. There was a lot of people long yesterday because of the action that was there. So it's tough when you can only go long. Watching the sectors now, utilities is leading us up, guys. So utilities is looking well today. Everything else is in the red. What's in the red the most? Consumer cyclical. So that was actually up yesterday, kind of getting the bounce back. You saw the reopening trades like that. They're getting hit hard right now. A lot of stocks getting hit hard there. Solar moving. Yeah, EMPH. There you go. Leader taking lead for me. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Enphase. So solar making that nice step up. A lot of this, I think, is also the kind of energy news that you're getting out of Europe, kind of supporting solar a little bit higher. FSLR had some upgrades from Goldman Sachs. So let's see if that SCDG can really get going here. I would love for it to kind of keep holding up towards 11. I mean, if it can get there towards, let's say, next high for me on the chart is towards 321. So, I mean, ways away from here. We'll see if it gets moving.
I'm going to go ahead and cancel my SHPH buys at 30. So I cancel that. What I'm going to do is I have an order out to buy ISEE at 1553. So if I can get that, that'd be great. But for now, that's the trade that I'm in. Kind of want to, no, I'm not. I'm going to be patient. Be patient.
Biotech's doing well there, guys. If you want to look at that, I did see someone talk about XBI, Aaron. I kind of like it. I mean, you could look at LabVIEW also, but I like Moderna's chart probably the most. It's kind of got a lot of balancing there around the 131. Now trying to push through the 140 today. That was the level that I was watching to see if it was going to get that lift. So Moderna is definitely one to keep on watch. Look at that nice little lift out the gates. And then if you want to take a look at some other plays here in biotechs, I'll give you guys some of the ones that are moving. Actually, there's some bigger moving ones here, right? I mean, this might kind of lead the way. Look at this. There's a cheap one, ATXI, really cheap. Just be careful there. INM. There's this AMLX that had a huge, this looks like more like a buyout. I would leave that one alone maybe. Nexty. It's a $1.55 stock, trying to get them next move on up. So a lot of these cheaper biotechs starting to get them move back on up. So keep these ones on your radar. And of course, the higher price ones, Gilead, Moderna, BioNX. Yeah, BioNTech looks good there. Getting some lift there. And then we'll see what happens here. Like always, it's going to be a battle here out the open and a lot of chop. Everything into the red. Looks like Powell is powing the market down here. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know if anybody's caught what Powell's talking about, but let me see if I can catch some comments here. I'll try to look it up.
You've got Snapchat that's kind of strong here. I'm going to go ahead and play Snapchat. I got some equity at 1171s. And you've got ticker SHPH that's been halted. Let's see if that's to the upside or what. Hang on a second.
I always love when we get comments like this.
Oh, it
the
is
same
upside.
thing that we saw. He's not saying anything different, guys. You know,
This is
not
what
saying anything
sucks
different.
about SHPH. I wanted to buy this at 30. I missed the entry by 70 cents or so. And now you can see it's moved to the upside all the way to 35.
Here's a
just
SPY.
unfortunate.
SPY coming back here, guys, fast. Right back to that level that I talked about. Remember the level that I pointed out in the morning? Right here, the 395. That's when Jerome started speaking. We're about to get through that level. That's the important level to kind of watch now. Look for pullbacks to hold 395.50s. We're getting a nice little push here in the market. Look for some reversals here on the stocks that started weak, like Nvda is getting back a little push there, right? Apple, look for Apple to hold. Now start going into the bullish sense. Tesla, that came down fast. Look how that's reversing there. That gives us some good insight there that we're starting to get some reversal action. Now we'll start seeing what sectors go into the green. Utilities leading the move back up. Healthcare getting the nice push up. We've talked about what was leading in healthcare earlier. Biotech, medical distribution, and healthcare plans. Financial services getting a little push with this nice little lift here. So look for the global banks. JPM getting a nice push today. Bank of America, nice push there. So if you want to look at financial services, some global banks getting some lift. Now technology into the green. This is what we were looking for. Was Nvidia going to go into the green? Now you got Nvidia trying to get back into the 137s and look for like AMD to give you a nice ride up there. Boom, nice little push on up on AMD. A lot of these charts, I can sometimes call them without even looking at the chart, like if it's up or down. And so that just shows me more and more that, everything's kind of trading with high correlation right now.
On this FSLR, excuse me, on this ISEE,
At the
probably
good
going to
one.
want to hold this one. Yeah, it broke to 16. I'll probably want to hold this one.
Man, I have a friend that's been in this one from like freaking 13s, and I'm like, man, kill it trade. He told me about it. He was like, yo, did you see IC? I was like, I see you, more like it, killing it.
Yeah, that's a solid trade for him.
Yeah, that's a solid trade.
Got here. What was I about to do? Oh, FSLR.
Yeah, that one's been strong.
Shit. Let's see, FSLR. What was it that came in here though?
So one that I like is MaxN in solar. That one set up with a nice daily outlook and then now pushing for a nice day 2 move.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy, what is this? I'm going to buy FSLR. The 140 call is expiring tomorrow. I got in at 192. What a dumb fill, but whatever. I got in at 192 on FSLR. And I kind of want to get equity here too. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to go ahead and get just a little bit of equity on it. 138.96 is my fill on FSLR equity. 140 calls expiring tomorrow on FSLR. I got filled at 192. SPY moving to the upside.
Question here being caught here by Aaron Bryan asking me about why some stocks don't have level 2 data. That confuses me. Every stock should have level 2 data.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Right, Zunaid, you're like me, right? That just sounds that just doesn't sound correct there. So make sure you always have platforms that support you. Like you're mentioning here, FinViz missing key information like P&E. So a lot of the calculations that need to be done are done with algorithmic or let's say coding, right? And so some platforms just are going to slack. Let's just be honest. So you got to always look at your platform, see if it supports your trading or supports what you're looking for.
You got FSLR moving to the upside here. If SPY wants to come back and test the 396s, I could be interested here. Matter of fact,
run. All right. He signaled that a pause in rate hikes or pivot to cutting interest rate is not coming soon. His history cautions strongly against prematurely loosening policy. He said, I can assure you that my colleagues and I are strongly committed to this project and will keep at it until the job is done. Stated by Jerome Powell today. And that's why you saw some leaking here out the gates. And now we're starting to bounce. Let's see what happens.
SPY coming back down. I've got an order to purchase some SPY. What is this order? 396.02s. No clue if I'll get filled or not. But you know what? I'm also going to try to buy some calls on SPY. Just a couple of contracts, 397 calls expiring tomorrow. Got filled at 337. If it goes ahead and breaks this 5-minute candle below VWAP, it has 3 minutes. I will go ahead and get out. FSLR, we were in the money by a whole point. It came back down. As long as it doesn't roll over below VWAP, I'll be in this trade. Oh, that's fortunate. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, got filled on the SPY here as well. So now I'm a little too heavy to the long side. I'm not going to lie. Makes me a little bit nervous. But we shall see how it plays out. So again, I got filled on those calls. 397 calls at 237. I'm in at SPY at 395.99s. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and sell the SPY here.
Ooh, that one's making a good move since I've been watching it.
Scalp the SPY. I'm all out. Got about 35 cents off of that one.
Lithium doing well today, guys. Lithium in play today, definitely. Lithium's name's looking good. PLL is one that I like coming toward the daily outlook right now. Uranium also is something to watch today.
SPY calls are up about 10%. Do what you'd like. FSLR struggling a bit. I think the market at least tries to tag this 397.55 area, aka the previous close is 397.78.
Etsy having a strong day today. The Mitch stock also. ALB, that's one of the ones that I was looking for, a kind of lithium play. That one's just having a strong day too. Fortinet having a good day.
Come on, FSLR.
Tesla back into the green, looking like it's trying to push. Good day there.
Yeah, it's above the 385.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also above pre-market highs.
Nvda almost to 137s there.
I'm going to go ahead and sell some SPY calls, up about 12% on this one, out at 264s. 264s out.
PayPal looks interesting today. PayPal getting some lift today. I should have taken that seg. Abbott Labs. I like that look. I know that we had someone mention it earlier. I think it was, let me be sure.
While you look that up real quick on Snapchat, I'm going to go ahead and get out Snapchat here. Up 4% on the equity side. We were in at 1172. I'm getting out at 1215 out of Snapchat. And I'll tell you exact fill as soon as I have it. Why didn't it sell? Did it sell? Nope, it didn't sell. Why not? Do I already have an order out there? No, I don't. Come on, Snapchat. Fuck.
They're not making that move, continuing on up, trying to get to the 140s.
Out Snapchat, 1210 is my out on Snapchat. So we booked some profits on that one. ISEE, we're up about 3% on that equity trade, in at 16, currently trading at 1656. I want to be greedy on this one. Not going to lie to you, but I'll book half profits here on this one. SPY coming back down a little bit. Let's go back and check out our FSLR. Come on, FSLR. You're struggling. I know you are, but I need you to go.
All right, healthcare leading us now, technology behind that, and then real estate. What's on the downside? Communication, defensives, and industrial. Then you got energy still slightly into the red today.
Looks like Snow's moving to the upside. Crack that 179 that we talked about. I'm already in a little bit too heavy to the long side, so I'm not going to play much. But here's FSLR now moving to the upside. There we go. Up 10% on those option plays.
Good job, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It means
Thank
more
you.
money for me.
Yes, sir. Let's go. SPY looking to break high a day here. Come on, FSLR. If you could break that 140 puppy, that would be splendid.
METC is a little bit hard there. Let me look at the 4-hour chart, see if I can see anything. Yeah, I mean, there's the support right underneath you. You definitely don't want it cracking 980s if you're looking for a little bit reversal action in METC. But the only thing is this has been really weak. So, I mean, maybe if you're looking at a longer-term outlook, like kind of like a weekly outlook, you're seeing maybe a bounce here. Not the worst, but I would really want it to get back above 1230s before I'd look at METC. I like BTU set up a little bit better here on the daily because you've actually bounced back and now you've pulled back about 50%, trying to hold support there around 23s. But it also hasn't had a great day today either. So just I don't see too much in coal right now.
Yeah, SPY made new highs and it came right back down. I saw that. And then, of course, you've got SHPH that unhalted, went to the 39s, and now it's coming down. If you want to play this one, maybe around the closer you get it to 35, the better risk reward you will have in life on that one. You can see how the previous close of 36.40 held as support for now, but the closer you get it to 35, the better in my opinion. Let's go ahead and put back the market on here.
Target is one that I'm focusing on now. Looks interesting. Has been doing well lately.
ISEE broke the 1650s. Now we're at 1660s.
Daily needs to hold 168 on pullbacks here, or at least 166. Watching Target today for the competition account. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, Snap is making moves. I'm already all out of Snap, but that was a nice trade for us. Already all out of it, though. Let's see what Tesla's doing here. If Tesla comes down to like 384s, I'd be interested here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put 384.32 on this one. 384 at 284, excuse me. 284.25 on Tesla. If it comes in, I'll buy it. I already got that in there. And then you've got more Snapchat calls coming in. Oh my good God. Let me go ahead and see if I can get that trade. So on Snapchat, you've got, let me make sure I didn't end up buying it. No, I didn't. On Snapchat, you've got the $12 calls coming in on the ask expiring November 18th, approximately $1 million worth. That's Snapchat. $12 calls expiring November 18th, approximately $1 million worth on Snapchat. Unfortunate that we got out of the trade, but we made solid money on it, and you can see it's continuing to move to the upside on Snapchat. So that being said, if Snapchat wants to come back to $12 or so, I'd be interested in it. So I've got that order out there. SPY, new highs. Like I said, to me, it's going to try to go ahead and get to the 397.50 area because of that previous close. And then what it does there, I do not know. Tesla's moving a little bit too much, so I'm going to cancel my Tesla trade because it's not going to fill me to the downside.
Important levels to watch here. Pins has been in the news lately, and with Snap making that move, I would look for a move to 24 for pins. Doesn't look too bad today. Definitely strength here, moving with Snap.
Yep, and then I told you guys I had that SPX trade to the upside and downside. Looks like the upside one went ahead and sold, so I'm going to go ahead and sell the downside one here as well.
Definitely seeing that technology boom from Nvda lets me know their tech is doing well today. AMD ripping up there. And there you guys have it. We were looking for those bounces. They're coming from the tech names now. So you're seeing some strength and some tech.
SPY calls are up 18% as well. I'm going to go ahead and, it just came right back down at 15%. So, I mean, look, what a beauty, right? We said it's going to test it, have some resistance. That's exactly what we're seeing now. It's impacting FSLR here as well, unfortunately.
Oxy trying to come back up there. So oil trying to come back on up today. This looks interesting there. Just don't know the stock too much. Trying to look for some opportunities out there. I'll let you guys know if I get into anything.
Ignoring GME, we could take a look at GME. If it gets over 25.50, sure. But till then, it's kind of in a range. It's just in a range for me.
Ugly.
If
that ugly
2290s, you can go ahead and try to play that one. FSLR, unfortunately, coming down.
Looking around. Let's look at what stocks are up the most today. Regeneron up big today. That's why biotech got that big boost. When would this spike at 951? What happened with Regeneron? Regeneron just spiked, guys. It halted even for a second. Looks like there was some news that some pivotal trials for less frequent reach main goals. So looks like there's some good news here on Regeneron. Keep on watch. This could start other biotechs to get that lead. So if you were looking at LabU, I'm sure that probably got some crazy spike today. There you guys see it. Big jump there from Regeneron. REGN. Look at that. Spike from around 600 all the way to 700. Big move there. So let's see what other ones are getting a move here that you can watch for. VRTX got a spike with that one. Moderna's already been moving up, so that's a good look there. BioNTech getting some lift on that. Biogen definitely going straight up. So definitely a biotech kind of day. Looking good there.
I went ahead and bought one more contract on the FSLR. I got filled at 172. 172 on the 140 calls expiring this week on FSLR. All right, we're about 30 minutes into the market. We have our ranges set. It's the previous close of about 397.78, and the low is a support area of 394. Pretty decent range on the SPY. Which way we go, I don't know.
Banks having a really good day. You're getting a pop all around right now.
Again, if you're interested in Tesla, I think the closer you get it to 284, the better on Tesla. All right, FSLR, the contracts that I bought at 172, I'm going to look to sell at $2 if I can. I'll let you know if I could get it out. Oh, the ask is at 2. Come on, fill me. Fill me. Come on. Never mind, I'm just going to take it here, 199. 199, I'm out. I'm out all size that I got at 172s. I'm out at 199 on FSLR. Still have the equity, still being patient. Got filled on those at 138.96. So I'm literally right near break even on that. So nothing crazy there. It does concern me a bit that this FSLR is having trouble moving through the 139.50s. But still in the trade. SPY's coming down a little bit. If you're interested in SPY, I think the closer you get it to 396, the better for you. Tesla, closer you get it to 284, the better risk reward you have there, in my opinion. Who are you cursing out on Slack? Good God.
Just loud, man. It's just loud. I'm not cursing anyone out. It's just
okay.
my keyboard.
I thought you about to tell
I
us
try
some
my
spicy
best to
shit.
like, mute myself when I type, but
Nah, dude, it's
just the
literally
life.
No, it's not bothersome at all. All right, there's SPY coming back down.
I'll tell you one thing. When I used to like hotkey enter into stocks because I was like that fast of a trader, you would definitely know when I got it, and you would hear like a quick old little.
Yeah.
You know exactly. I hit the button.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to smack it.
Yeah. The worst thing is a quiet keyboard, and you think you hit the hot button, but you didn't, and you think you did, or you are worried if you did, so you hit it again. Ooh, fat finger.
Yep. No question about it. This is why you want to take profits, because look at SPY. You had a high. Now it's coming back down a little bit. Still higher highs thus far on the 10-minute candle.
I'm just waiting for that 1108. I want to cash in that solar position, then readjust.
FSLR coming down.
When you're handling a lot of money, you can't put too many things in one direction. It can easily hurt you, right? And so we're gonna see what happens here if we actually get a continuation move. But it's been hard to get 2 days where you get 2 days of green in this market. You get maybe 2-day moves, but immediately reversals after those. That's why it was crazy to see that kind of whole month run up that we had when we were pushing towards the 430s.
Tesla coming back down. I'm going to take a shot here at Tesla. Already nice and green on the day, so I don't know why I'm risking my life, but that is the life that we live as a trader. Went ahead and got filled on the 385 calls on Tesla. Got filled at 310. If it breaks at 380, excuse me, if it breaks at 283, I will be out. All dependent on the SPY here, because SPY's at VWAP, Tesla's at VWAP. I would love to get a bounce of at least a point or two on this one if I can get it. Even if this trade loses, though, I'm happy because I was patient. I got the best risk reward possible. FSLR is bouncing from VWAP itself. SPY below VWAP now. That's a little concerning, but we still have 6 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. You've got SHPH trying to go above 40 and ISEE trying to go towards 14s. I'm going to cancel the $12 snap buys. Canceling those orders. Where is the... That's what it was. It was $1. Come on, SPY. Come on, Tesla.
Just starting to test everybody that went, all bullish. So it's how this market is, right? I mean, you're going to get your test. There it is, right? So let's see what happens now. Do we get a VWAP bounce on the spot, or do we just get some more chop? This shows us more and more that we're stuck in a sideways consolidation range. That's why I talked about it in the pre-market. We're sideways right now in the SPY. When we're sideways, you're going to get a lot of chop.
All the Tesla contracts up about 6%. I'm looking to get out at 370. I got in at 310. I'm looking to get out at 370 if I can. At least half the size.
Yeah, Lyft having a good little pushback day. Not something that I would maybe swing, but it seems interesting there. It is catching that bounce today. Doesn't look bad. PayPal looked interesting for me. If you guys take a look at that one on the daily, this little pullback here looks interesting, but it would need to close back above 96 today. If it does that, you're looking nice and prime in there. I like the 9 EMA hold there of 93.71 today. It went to 93.37. And so I would look for a push back through 95s here, going back to 96. Looks interesting for me.
If you're in the Tesla trade, your contracts are up about 12%. Do with that what you feel is best. FSLR moving right back up.
Yeah, nice steal. Still getting that nice lift there. Yeah, nice breakout. Good job, man. Good job in catching that. Good job, Wally. I don't mind if you repeat sometimes. Just tell us steal, steal. You see Cleveland Cliff, call out steal. You'll see it. It's not just CL, right? You have CLF. It's the leader right now. There's always a leader to the game, right? To the story. Look at how CLF is taking lead, but look at X. Boom. That gave you more signs. And then what do you look for? The laggard. What's lagging? Nucor is lagging. It hasn't gone as high as the pre-market high, and then boom, right there. Now it starts getting on up there. It's not much that you can catch there on those quick moves to try to get towards a sympathy play, but very easy outlook that you could have been nailing on the relationships like Steel Dynamics, and now looking for this to get back through the 81s. Not bad trades there on steel today.
On Tesla, I went ahead and sold half size as promised at 370 as that limit went ahead and filled. On FSLR, I sold another contract here at 204s. Anticipating the 140 breakout on FSLR. Something to keep in mind, again, I told you guys at the beginning of the show that I wanted to work on being more patient. I didn't chase Tesla here. I didn't try to get the breakout. I waited. And look, you have the previous close, VWAP, and my EMA here, and it was just the best risk-reward option for me. And now we'll see if we get paid even more. We're already out $60 per contract. We're up about 16% on that. We'll see if it works out a little bit more for us to the upside. And of course, we're still in FSLR as well. I keep hating to move to this side of the screen. I'll move that here a little bit. Come on, spot. Nice little 10-minute wick if you are to the long side. Yep, that 140 just acting as resistance on FSLR. But if that pops, man, I'm hoping to get 147, 141s quick. Quick. I'd be lying if I didn't say a part of me wants to just cash in on all Tesla calls, but we're gonna try to be patient. We already are solid on this trade. It won't go right against us. I want to get like the 280 650s if I can, but it's all dependent on how the SPY will behave here. You already have pre-market highs of SPY around 399. You've got yesterday's high around 398.55. If it can test that, that'd be great. Just test it. You ain't got to break it, but just test it. Help us out. All right, 40 minutes into the market.
All right. Looking for some reversal action now. Let's see if we can get some pops. Honestly, this market is hard when you have the SPY going sideways. That's why I haven't even taken a trade right now on the competition account. I would take maybe MOS here, but it's just scary with the SPY the way it is. I would like to see the SPY kind of pushing in one direction, pushing above, let's say, the 398s. Then I'd feel a little bit more confident. We're pushing up with the market here. Going to get that nice little lift. Starting to see Oxy come down fast too, guys. So just be careful on oil names. They're coming down in a hurry here.
What isn't coming down is SHPH. That's moving to the upside. Now $44. Probably going to halt if it's already not halted.
Oh, you're doing this one again?
No. I'm not in it, unfortunately.
Oh, I was about to say.
Stock halted. No. Unfortunately, I'm not in it. I was waiting for 35s. I had an order out at 30s, and it hit a low of $30.65.
This
so I
monster.
missed that one. And then
it's also in biotech.
It went to 36s. So
seeing that Regeneron rip like that, it gives you the insight that maybe it wants to kind of keep pushing also. So
FSLR. Yeah, it's the 140 that's the main level, Sal. It's the 140 that's the main level that I want broken on FSLR.
man, we went up on SEDG to 319s. Are you kidding me? Can I get an hour close there? Oh man, I want to close this position so bad. I've never wanted to close a position and run to the reward so fast. Mitch, you want to see the perfect scenario? Well, yeah, I understand that. Sometimes, but we got to remember though, Raphael, for me, I have like a 2-day hold rule. So I got to be very careful when I take these longs, right? And so I got to think what could happen in the next 2 days, right? And so with that being said, that's why I'm not in MOS. I like the trade for day trade, right? Because day trading and swing trading and investing are 2 different worlds, 3 different worlds if you want to really think about it. So.
Does SHPH have options? Because if it does, I'll be upset I didn't play any.
My guy.
Nope, it doesn't. Thank God. Yeah, we saw Hex Pony SHPH. Unfortunately, I missed both of my fills that I wanted by less than $1, but it's the way the story goes in this trading world.
Watching Nvda to give me a little bit of a sign here if we're going to get that next level.
SPY can't seem to break high a day, coming back down to test VWAP, which is close to 396. There's a test on that.
See the biggest gainers on the session here. Pixie. Shift Pixie, guys. Pixie is ripping. Guys, what's up with the Pixie? See that move today? That was a monster.
Oh, PX something?
Yeah, PIXY.
Yeah.
Monster. Then, of course, you got some biotechs here. One that I think is halted is BNTC. Yeah, it's halted right now. Be careful with this one, guys. It just got halted. It made a move from 61 to 94 cents. That's a 47% move here. Has already halted twice. Might halt one more time, maybe above the $1, but we'll see what happens. Agree with you, Paul, on that. Buying each kind of good sector in those down days. I agree with you on that, Paul. That's probably the move. It's always harder to buy on a red day, right? And I agree with the outlook there. That's why you've heard me talk about the crappy stocks. So like one of the crappy stocks that I talked about yesterday was Triple M on pre-market prep. I was looking for that one to maybe get the bounce, but then look what can happen today, right? Let's say if I got that Triple M because the RSI was down insane. I think it was down at 790. It bounces back. I had a good day yesterday, but then today it gives up those gains right back down. So it's difficult, but I agree with kind of your outlook, Paul.
You've got AMD looking to break high, SPY bouncing from VWAP, Tesla trying to do the same. Something that's interesting is Tesla is making lower highs as FSLR is making higher highs. We're in all 3 of these trades. We already made plenty of money on them, so even if they end up breaking VWAP, the trade itself will end up being green. But obviously, we are greedy, so we want more. Thanks, Z, for the Tesla call, 22%. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hopefully you understood why I took it, where I took it, and what my stop loss was and what I'm looking to do. That's the most important thing, but you're absolutely welcome. Don't give it back. Don't be greedy.
There's that BNTC reopening. Definitely a low liquidity stock that's moving fast there. Just be careful out there, team.
Is AMD going to break it? Are you going to break it?
Can't blame you, Paul. I mean, I'll try. I'm doing my best here. I think one of the things is also I'm just so focused on trying to not open too many positions at once because that's how you hurt yourself, I think, in the competition. I mean, I've done these before a little bit. And when you try to do too much in one day, that's how you ruin it, right? We want to be kind of slow and methodical with these trades in the competition account. So right now, the big thing is Oxy's pulling down the account right now. So I got to consider, is this the time to buy Oxy and add to the position, or should I just hold to my original risk? I like this move down here going towards 64. So I'm going to wait towards 64. And then I could add to my Oxy from there. I got to stay really tight with the risk. So we'll see what happens here. Oxy's still coming down, but I mean, it doesn't look good in oil also for me. So we'll see what happens.
AMD, I kind of want to play some AMD lottos. Let's see what AMD is doing here. Screw it. I'll get AMD small size, just a couple of contracts. $82 calls expiring tomorrow on AMD. I got filled at $1.08. $1.08 on AMD calls. Just a few contracts, nothing crazy whatsoever. And you know I love to pump my markets, and there's AMD to the upside. AMD contracts right away are up 10%. Tesla back up to the upside. SPY looking to break high day. Come on, baby. Break that previous close. Come on. Come on.
Nvda gives me the sign, right? Nvda getting that nice little push. You can look at SOXL and try to take a move from 13. Doesn't look too bad there. AMD is actually kind of leading on up there, giving us a little bit of sign. Tech is strong today.
Come on, SPY. Break it, baby. Break it, baby. Those Tesla contracts are up about 23% on those. AMD contracts are up 10%. Do it with it what you will.
Nice reversal there from a nice bottoming on J&J.
I feel like I had work to do today. I can't remember what it was. I'm getting old, man.
Getting old. Getting old, man.
Oh, that I am.
All right, doesn't look too bad there off the 163 here for J&J, and it's kind of beaten down here. Looking for it to reverse. Nice weekly bottoms. Closer towards here, let's put it 162.50. So that's kind of the risk right now.
Come on, SPY. Break it, baby. Break it.
That BNTC taking that step up through the $1.
You've got Snapchat just kind of between $12 and $12.40, so about a 30-cent range in that one, as Tesla's looking to break 286s. SPY new highs. AMD new highs. Let's go. That's 15% on the AMD contracts, 30% on the Tesla ones. We're rocking and rolling here.
Rocking and rolling.
I'm going to go ahead and sell the Tesla contracts here at 403. I am out of Tesla at 403. Took my gains there on that one. SPY contracts up 31%. AMD up 20%. FSLR is the only one that's down about 4% for us. Everything else is green bean. Let's go. There we go, AMD. Come on. Man, the thing about FSLR, and it's a little concerning, is because the contracts are a little spready, but if this moves, it moves, whether that's to the downside or to the upside. So like if we break 140, I'm expecting 141 very quick on FSLR. What is concerning is as the SPY makes new highs, FSLR is not. So that is a little concerning for me. And there's the target that we had on SPY. So I'm going to go ahead and sell my SPY contract up 40%. Knocked them out here, 335. I'm out. I am out of all SPY here at 335. And so all I'm holding now is FSLR and a little bit of AMD remaining.
Looking for J&J to pull back a little bit here towards 163.50s. It just broke through that level. Let's see if we get that pullback. I'll take a shot off the 162.50s. We'll see if we get it. See if I'm able to line that up.
Drawing on AMD. This is the trend line that I drew early on. Valid or not? Don't know, but we'll see if it tags it. But AMD is absolutely cooking. And that's what you love to see.
Moderna pushing now towards 140.90s. So that's one's been really good there. Gilead was one that I was looking at. Looks interesting there. Nice daily candle. 64.60s would be the risk there at 65.45. Doesn't look too bad there for me. Little pullback here. I might take Gilead.
Come on, FSLR. FSLR for the past every single 10-minute candle, except the last one negated, but it had made higher highs. But here's FSLR coming right back down. We don't like it. A little bit of consolidation, obviously, on FSLR between these $2. The SPX, where's the XPS contract I sold? Oh, that's not bad. Where did I sell that one? Sold at 5. It's at 4. Oh, cool. Here's what's interesting. The SPX calls, I had bought them at $2. Is that right? Let me see. I bought them at $2.05 at 9:37. And then let's see. And then later on sold them for $5. Even though the market is higher, the contracts are $1 lower. And that just kind of shows you how tough trading options can be. Because even though the market's higher, the contracts are lower. And that's just because of theta, IV, different things like that that are impacting it. Especially because it's a daily, or it's a same day expiration, excuse me. Come on, FSLR. Why do you keep doing this nonsense, bro? Call me a degenerate. I went and bought one more FSLR 155 on the calls. I'm risking about 50 cents to the upside, or excuse me, to the downside, and hoping to sell it for at least $2, like we did previously on the dip buys. But if SPY comes back down, I don't have good faith in FSLR to hold. AMD coming back to test the 30-minute opening range breakout area. As SPY is now red.
All right, what the hell? I'm going to try to get into Gilead here. Let's see if the account is trying to work for me here. Actually get me a fill. There you go. I think that's it. Filled me there in Gilead. Let's see. Yep, got into Gilead there at 65.39, guys. So taking 150 shares for the competition account on Gilead here. So the setup's going to be getting in here. You could take a look at the monthly outlook. This is really why I'm taking this. This is a long-term monthly trend line that we've been trying to get through multiple times. We've tried to get through it here. So I'm looking for a move back to 68 and 70. That's where I'll go ahead and try to take some of the profit. I might leave a runner if we really start getting up there towards a big push towards 80. But right now, getting in this, I'm going to base it also on the 4-hour chart. Don't want to see a breakdown of like 63.50s down here at this support. Want to hold here 64.50s on pullbacks, get back up through 60 the high in the pre-market, the 66.73. Let's see if we can get through there today. That'll give us a good sign that we got into a nice position here. Gilead.
Shelly, I'd already sold my SPY, so the grease didn't impact me in a negative manner there. All right, FSLR. Last defense right here.
I'll be right back. Hold on, FSLR. At least give me till 11 so I could sell out my SEGG. Come on, hold it.
Let's see if it does hold that 138 area, but you go ahead and do your thing. We will be here. We're not going anywhere unless I mistakenly hit this red button that says end broadcast. Come on, what are we going to do here, FSLR? What are we going to do here? I really thought this one was going to go, and we made money on it, but overall, I think this is going to be an L trade for me, though, because the scalp that I made is not enough profit to compensate for the loss I will take if this breaks the 138. So if anyone has $1 million or so and they want to buy FSLR, that'd be great. If you're looking to get into AMD and you miss that train, the closer you get it to 81, the better. VWAP is right near that area. I'm going to try to get into some AMD equity here. Small stop of 25 cents. I'm in here at 81.73. Stop loss will be below 81.50s for me on AMD. Whew. FSLR coming up just a little bit, but I don't want to count my prayers just yet. Yeah, eventually I'm going to take an L on this trade. I know it. I know it. Let's see what the chat's got going on.
What's up, guys? A little quiet. Wake us up. So much better with 3 people, right? Makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It's also that, I've been on the competition account, so I'm looking around for so many long-term trades that it takes a lot of focus to kind of keep on eyes on those. So it is what it is.
Snapchat is now at 1244. So if you're still in that trade, those are beautiful profits. I sold around 1210s, I think, after we got in around 1170s. So good profit if you're still holding. There's AMD coming back down. Let's see if it breaks the 8150s. SPY is still trying to figure things out around the red to green. Now it's green.
Apple struggling.
SPY went ahead and closed. FSLR broke below the VWAP and I'm going to get out. And of course, as I say, that bounces back up. Motherfucker. All right, well, the options, I'm out here at 136 as you hear the ding from E-Trade. And the equity, 0.5% loss here on the equity side. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it, follow my rules. I've had a great day already. Not going to try to be cute with it. I'm going to go ahead and get out. AMD coming back down.
Toby. I think I know why you're looking at that, Aaron. Are you looking at it because of the UAL news? The United Airlines news that came out today? XLK at support, says George K.
And look at FSLR. I hate you. Okay.
Select sector. What's the
I guess it's my
select
fault
sector?
because I said if it breaks 138, I'll be out. It never broke it. That's on me. Whatever. And there's a whole point from where I sold it. Lovely.
Technology. What a day. What a day. Nice bounce back today. Nvidia trying to continue on up. AMD trying to continue. Doesn't look too bad there. There we go, ABC. Get it on up there. Get a nice breakout towards that 150. McKesson looking good too. Also Cardinal Health looking good. So I'm feeling good about that position. Talked about this McKesson for quite a while. Could take that and add to like kind of the ABC exposure, but I'm going to try to stay in one stock in each kind of sector industry, not try to double, triple down unless I'm going to split the money. That's the only way it makes sense. So I'd have to take out some of the profits in ABC to put it into McKesson. Then it doesn't seem too bad there. Asana keeps going, George. Yeah, Asana hasn't had a bad day. I mean, hasn't really moved too much since the actual intraday, though. Snow getting a good day today. ARKK bouncing today, right? Didn't cut through the 40s.
Was solid.
U still in the red. If you're looking for something that has like some kind of reversal action, U doesn't look too bad. I like the 3850s as the risk. So I'll show you guys that U. Look at that U. Nice little bottoming, trying to reverse now. Doesn't look too bad. Thoughts on ARKK? I got you. Well, if you can see here, is the big level for us is through the 40s. That gets the real downside in growth. But take a look at some of these names today, right? I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You got some biotech moving in the direction, and you got some tech. Exactly what ARKK is all about, right? Even Roku getting some lift today, right? And so you're going to look at a lot of these names, and what do you see? A lot of green. There is some red, but not many. And the green outnumbering the red. And some of these red plays I kind of like here, like Unity. Twist doesn't look bad above 41. And you're looking at Spotify technology above 106. Not the worst one. Zoom is, of course, Zoom. Path trying to make its way back, but not something that I would be looking at. We'll see what happens today. This NTLA also bouncing back today. I know that this one was a strong biotech for a while.
You got SPY at new highs. AMD making moves. Come on. Will the SPY hit 400? Is the question.
We'll see. We'll see. That is the question, right?
I've got terrible fills on AMD. What do I have at that? Okay. I've got terrible fills on AMD. I don't feel good about it, but
hey,
I'm in AMD here at 81.69, being a little greedy. Come on, AMD. Well, good thing I didn't try to chase FSLR as it came right back down. Now it could break the 138 level. Come on, AMD. Let's go right back up, buddy. You've got Apple 160 calls coming in on the ask, expiring next week. Only about $75,000 worth. That's peanuts for a couple of $1 trillion companies. Well, Mad Money, that'd be a good bet because you're about $1.50 away from 400 and about $8.50 away from 390s. As Tesla's looking to break highs. I no longer have the Tesla contracts. I sold them at 370 and $4 in profit. But if you are still holding on to them, they're currently going for 440. What I am going to try to do is play a little bit of Tesla and anticipate a break. As you just heard my triggers go off. Apologies for that.
All right, looking for one more hard dip here in Oxy that I will try to go ahead and get my ad on this position, then start holding really tight. Looking for that move down towards the 64.13, which is the daily SMA 50. Looking for a quick little down move towards that 64. Then I'll look to fill. And then from there, just got to hold on risk. After this, after I'm able to get this trade in there, I'm definitely going to be looking at SEDG to see if I'm going to be closing it. We're getting towards that time where I can close it. It's 10:37. At 11:08, I'll be able to close it. So I'm just going to watch it to see what's going on in the overall market to see if we got some solar names that still want to go. If they don't, I'll get out.
Come on, AMD. Come on.
Bank's still pumping. Bank of America and JPM, says Leslie. Yeah, financial services up pretty big today. They're almost taking healthcare now. We talked about that right out the gates. You also got some Bitcoin names making a move on up. SOS ripping here, guys. That's a big move there for SOS. I don't really like that stock, but Mara getting the nice little push. Hive getting a push there. And of course, the global banks. We've talked about them early on. Bank of America, JPM. Look how they continue to go today. Definitely a good move there in the banks. Don't know if you're trying to take a swing off of that, but definitely a lot of bottoming on this JPM and a good push up today.
SPY new highs. Tesla looking to make new highs, and AMD moving to the upside here. I'm going to go ahead and sell half my size on AMD. But the rest, we want to break out above 8250s if possible. Tesla new highs.
DraftKings making that nice move today. Back through 16. That was a nice little swing. Party, I know Party's been moving without me. I know it's at 240 already. Eventually it's just going to break out one day and we're not even going to notice it. Look at that. That thing's this little sneaker. Charge point continuing today. That was a nice little pullback here on the 5-minute. Nice little push right back towards 1670. We talked about that one earlier today too.
You've got Tesla 290 calls coming in on the ask, expiring this week. All right, let's see what we can do with that. We're going to gamble a little bit more. We're going to take those contracts.
Sabrina, not a bad one there. LAC, I agree with you. If you, I don't know if you could actually see it, but literally on this paper, I have it drawn out. I have three areas I was looking at: URA, CCJ, PLL, lithium, LTHM, and LAC. Those were the three that I was looking at today. So PLL, lithium, and LAC. Not a bad day there for that. Keeping a close eye on that Oxy now.
Very tempted to get back into FSLR. Very tempted. But I won't. Just too many. I'm already in AMD.
Watching Oxy right now on this pullback. Trying to add to it. All right, let's go see if there's any news out there that's moving some stocks. I know there's so much going on today, so it's hard.
Come on, what's going to happen here? Yep, yeah, I'm not fucking with FSLR. All right, Tesla coming down just a little bit. I am in YOLO size positioning on the 290 calls. I got filled at 196. They're currently going for 186, so you can get it $10 cheaper than I did. I'm also in equity of AMD at 81.69. We took some profits already around 82s, but still have some size remaining as we're hoping for a 82.50 break. Will we get it is the question.
VIX green to red.
Rivian has news. Yeah, we talked about the Mercedes news already.
Oxy not coming down to 64s. Making me a little bit impatient here. Making me want to grab it right here at 64.50s, but just got to be patient. It's either 64.13s down there, or I'm not going to add on Oxy. I'll let it come back to my entry. And if that's going to happen, then so be it. But want to add at the right spots, not be impatient.
Tesla calls up 13%. You've got AMD up as it's looking to make new highs here. Are you gonna do it? Sell some AMD here. Sold some more AMD at 82.27s. AMD calls are up 17%.
Man, this whole 2-hour rule or 48-hour rule is costing me. I definitely have closed SEDG up towards that 319. I mean, that was a monster move there. We'll see what happens. We're getting close towards it. Oh! Yeah, lithium's still hot. ALB was one that I was thinking about in the competition account, but it was just not my favorite kind of pattern there. Looked good though.
Okay.
Hanging out at the top of the range.
Let's see here.
All right, guys, smash the like if you guys are enjoying us doing some live trading action today, and definitely LAC now showing up on the scanners here. I see definitely. How'd that one keep on going?
I'm going to go ahead and get into some IMRA here. I got filled at 231. Not the best entry. I'm going to look to maybe get some more around 221s if I can get it.
Come on, Oxy. Just gotta be patient. Patience. Such a virtue. Looking for turnaround. QQQ, SPY, both not having to follow through at key levels that's needed to really push through, statistically speaking. Yeah, I can't blame you on that. I expect more chop. You know, I kind of expect we could come up to maybe 400, maybe even 401, but I don't see higher than that 401. I can see 400 touching though today. We'll see what happens. I know a lot of people are looking for that 400, so it could just kind of hold off on it. We'll see. Telling you, a lot of this, I think, is that tech pushback, right? I mean, those are the stocks that have been beaten down the most. So Nvda, a good level to watch is just now draw a trend line on Nvda and look to see if it breaks that trend line, right? So this is a 3-minute, or you can maybe do it even on a 5-minute or a 15, and look to see what happens with that trend, right? Do you break that trend? Do you start coming right back down? Or is it like yesterday where, you were coming up, then you got pulled down right here at around 1 p.m. and then we got the spike. That could happen here also as you're running back into the resistance from yesterday, which was the 138.26. It's trying to hold it and break out from it. We'll see what happens. You
had IMRA was in profit and went all the way up to 237s. Now it's coming right back down to 223s. You've got Nvidia 140 calls coming in on the ask. That looks promising. That expires next week. And there's AM motherfreaking D. Moving to the upside. That's new highs on AMD. SPY looking to go towards 50 cents away from that $400 level. I'm going to go. I should have taken another piece. I kind of want to, but screw it. I'm going to take another piece here. All right. Took another leg of AMD out. I only have about a couple hundred shares now, but I'm out at 82.36.
Trying to fill here in Oxy. There you go. That should have got the fill there. Boom. Got my ad there in Oxy. Now we're down towards 65.71s. So not too far off this now. Starting to pull back a little bit. See if we can get back to 66. That'd be the outlook here. Definitely want to see 63 break today. Want to see it find some bounce here at 64. Start working its way back to VWAP. VWAP is at 65.15s.
What was here? Let's see.
All right, now just got to focus in on SEDG. Gilead is not looking too bad either for us. It did make a nice little push, pulled back here now. Let's see if it can push back towards 66. That's what we want to see.
New highs on AMD as that one continues to go. AMD contracts are up 33%. I'm going to go ahead and sell here. Out at 143. Only one contract remaining. Just one single contract remaining. The only position that's red for me right now is this IMRA, and I still have my Tesla YOLOs, which are right at break even right now. But this IMRA is in the red for me. My entry price is 230, currently 10 cents below.
All right, we'll see what's going on out there. Let's battle now. Let's get it. Oh, that was a horrible fill. Disgusting fill on that market order. You know where I got filled?
Where'd you get filled?
64.41
compared to
64.13.
Damn. Like 30 cents off?
30 cents off, bro.
That sucks.
And it's not like I bought like a little bit amount of shares.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
That was horrible. Remember, it's a competition account. So it's not real, right? And so, but I mean, that's not what I wanted to see there. I mean, I'm going to definitely complain about that, try to get a better fill, but I don't think they're going to change my fill. But
yeah, I don't think they're going to give a shit.
That was 10:47. I put in the market order. It doesn't show me that we were at that level, but all right. I mean, hey. That's why I wanted to use limits, but the limits won't even fill on this damn account. So that's just a battle there. It is what it is. Not going to stress it. Regeneron, definitely the stock of the day. Horrible fill, though.
IMRA holding VWAP at the moment. Again, I'm 8 cents in the red on that trade. You've got Snapchat trying to break that 1250 once again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, IMRA. Hold it, baby. Push it right back up. Come on. I don't want to take any more L's.
All right.
In terms of volume, it looks like, but there's the SPY looking to make new highs and touch that 400.
Please double bottom there on the 5 minutes for Oxy, right around the level that I was looking for it to rebound. So just can't be upset. Just got to keep battling here. That's why I was wondering why my average got a little bit up higher. I was expecting my average to be closer towards 65.50s, but it's about 20 cents off. I'm not going to cry. Just going to keep going.
We're live pretty much every day, Monday through Thursday, and sometimes even on Friday. I'm not here Friday, but Mitch and our other bestie, Ryan, usually are.
Man, this SEDG now is starting to go down here right when I want to go sell it. That's so frustrating, man.
Come on, come on, come on.
I mean, it got up today towards 319. So I'm looking to see if we can at least get a bounce. It's all going to be dependent. I'm also looking at ENPH here. Just going to watch ENPH till we get towards that time. Then I'll make my decision.
Come on, come on, come on. IMRA still holding VWAP. It's the one trade we're in along with Tesla. And we still have one contract of AMD left. We sold some at 20%. We sold some at 30%. And we're hoping to get 50% if we can on that trade.
All right, watching SEDG here, guys, to see if we'll get the bounce here. Of course, I'm also watching ENPH. These have been the leader here in solar. Solar has been trying to get back up there. It has a very similar chart to the sector or industry chart overall. So I'm just going to watch the industry overall here. Let's see if we can get the bounce back. If we can get the bounce back, all right, then we're looking good here in solar, and I can hold on to SEDG, looking for that nice push back. Let's see what we get here. Solar industry is what I'm watching. Are we live every day? Pretty much. Pretty much.
Come on, IMRA. Does IMRA have options? Let's see. Oh, it does. Do I want to grab it? Some.
Oxy back up there, at least in my supposed entry. So doesn't look bad. At least the bounce. I was patient on the entry there on Oxy. A little bounce there. Sol. Yeah, Sol isn't helping. I mean, I don't think that one's the one to trade in solar. I like trading Run, SSPR, SPWR, SunPower. Those are ones that I'd be looking for that nice little step up. Like SunPower looks good here for the 28, but to each his own, right? We'll see.
Come on.
Moderna looking like it wants to get through that 141. Looks good for my Gilead trade. How's the Gilead? Gilead, come on. Get back up there to 66.
Snapchat breaking that 1250 once again. 1255, I believe, was the high of the day.
Not a bad one to call out there, CNC. I was looking at Humana earlier in the month, but it just didn't seem like earlier in the competition. It just didn't seem like I'd get that much out of it. It's just a harder trade there. Big spread on there. But CNC, also healthcare plan you're calling out there. It doesn't look too bad for the gap fill here. So if I wanted to play just this, it doesn't look bad there. So, I mean, that's about a risk. That's about 3.2% upside. Risk right now, my risk down towards, let's say 90 is about 2.7. So doesn't really make sense risk to reward wise on me.
I sadly don't have the patience for IMRA. I added some below, but it didn't help my average cost here. I'm going to get out at 226 on IMRA. I just don't have the patience for it, especially because it's 11 here. I'm going to get going shortly.
Oh, nice rip. Go ahead.
You're good. What'd you get a rip on?
I've been talking about URA for a while. Uranium stocks getting some lift today. So LEU, UEC was looking at these plays to get that push today, and they got it there. So if you're playing the ETF, which is what I like to look at, the URA, that one looks good there. Nice little takeoff on the daily levels, throwback level, looking like it wants to push. Unfortunately, I can't take this in the competition account. It's not part of the S&P 500, but it's something that I like here for sure. URA's chart looking great there.
Awesome. And now you've got IMRA. Let's go ahead and check that out one last time. Yep, 20. So you can see how beautifully the VWAP held. I just unfortunately don't have patience for it. To wait. Maybe it'll go now and I'll be upset. It's part of life, whatever. But you've got Snapchat looking to break the highs as you're looking to have Tesla break the highs of 288 as well. And there's 400 being tagged on on SPY. I'm going to go ahead and sell the AMD here. I'm going to go ahead and sell the single. Am I though? Damn it, let me see. I'm just so impatient. Good God. Well, especially
happens to the best of us, man.
So I don't know if that's going to reject and screw things over. Is my main concern on this one. I'll just leave it alone,
SPY is pushing here, trying to get through the 400.
Nah, whatever. Fuck it. I'm out. Single contract. AMD 143. I'm out.
Oh, holla if you hear me.
The only contract I'm still in is Tesla, and those are the 290 calls. I'm in at 196, up 16% at the moment.
Good trading, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Balancing it, I see you. Battle's on there.
Now, Tesla, I mean, if SPY gets to 401s, if you want to be cute and pretty, you can try going short there with a stop loss above 40150s. But there's IMRA at 229s. I didn't have the patience for it, but now I just tagged 230s. Yeah, exactly. 401 is where I'd look to go short on spot.
Yeah, I like that level. I like that outlook. There's 401.50s is big resistance, but yeah, into the 401s, you'll start getting into that top part. But this does look good, like a good 2-day move in the SPY. So at least if you're looking to take profits, I mean, it's not a bad thing to get a 2-day move, right? The question, will we get a 3-day move? I don't like the 3-day move. Wally's talking about DraftKings. DraftKings was good swing trade. It's all the way up there back to 1673. I like 16 as an entry with a risk maybe off the 15, a point. And that's a risk about, what do we risk there? 6.38%. So you need to at least make 3 points on the upside. So it's a move towards 18, which is a 12.10% gain there. I like that little kind of push back here towards about 18.
Yeah.
All right, SEDG trying to take that next step up. I'm sorry, I didn't even put my chart up there. I'm over here explaining something for no reason, but DKNG right here in the middle.
Thanks for AMD. You're welcome, gamer boy. Yeah, all the gains that you guys make on our shows, feel free to send us screenshots. Mine's just my first name at benzinga.com.
Mine is the same too.
All right, so
not to get it twisted.
Benzinga.com. There you go.
Not to get it twisted, right? As simple as that.
Come on.
You know it's a party when they break through 420. I hear you, DC. I hear you. That party trying to get going, man.
From 420, that's for sure.
Hey, you never know. You know, it's been sneaky going up. And I like stocks that are sneaky going up because what does this give it? If it gets one good momentum push here, let's say through the 250, why not? Why not a dollar run, $2 run here from the 250s? It's definitely something that I would keep on watch, especially if you guys like to trade those lower names. Winter's coming, Patrick. Is that what you're talking about? Winter is coming. SDC showing up. What is that squeeze stock doing today? Looks like I found myself a little squeezer. Look who put in 220,000 shares on SDC. Who was the brave one that did that one? This is one that gets going when it does. You can see it here by the move that it made on the 8th, where it pushed on up, and one day it went from around 127 to a high of 207. So it is squeezing a little bit today. And that Smile Direct Club. Not really one of my favorite stocks, but hey, it is moving. Lyft was moving on up there. I'm not sure exactly what was getting it the lift, right? But it is moving well, and you can maybe trade Uber with that one, right? Keep that one on watch with Uber. Look to see if those kind of trade side by side, Uber and Lyft today. Not looking bad. Uber right off the VWAP. What's going to happen here? Definitely an important part to keep watch.
You've got IMRA coming right back down to VWAP here. We'll see how that one behaves. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can... Let me see if I can do it.
11:05. Getting to that point where I'm going to have to make a decision.
On what?
On the solar, on SEDG. Do I just run to the profits? I mean, of course, I would have loved to run to the profit on that first pop that we got at 10 a.m. I mean, it's about, what, 9 points, 8 points off of that. That's, $200, $300 extra. But not going to get greedy here either. Understand that I've made a massive trade in SEDG. And so just going to focus on it. Give it a chance here. But definitely we'll try to get out if it starts cracking towards, let's say, 309, 308s. 2 minutes left for me. as I could start selling it at 11:08.
Ticker
get that ready.
AR. I'm gonna go ahead and get some size on ticker AR. Got filled at 38.78. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'll tell you here in a second. Excuse my language.
Ooh,
The reason I got in is because ticker AR, you've got the $45 calls coming in on the ask, expiring October 21st. Approximately $1 million worth. That's ticker AR. $45 calls coming in on the ask, expiring October 21st. I'm in at 38.78. I'm in at 38.78.
I see you. Let's get you up.
Yeah, right there. You can see I'm in the stock. Stop loss for me is going to be below 38.20s. Let's see how high we can go on this one. The only concern, again, is the fact that SPY is right over there.
Oil came in. Thank you, Beach Bum. I appreciate you, man. Sometimes you keep us on check. Yeah, oil news probably came in there. So I'm taking a look to see what happened with oil on that. There you see it kind of spiking back. XOM, Oxy. There we go. I mean, honestly, I think I tried to attack that Oxy as good as I could today. I mean, you guys saw when I was trying to get in at that 64.13. Bottoming today went towards 64.03s. Let's see if this can really rebound now. It was a tough one there. I mean, it filled me all the way up here at 64.40s, but it is what it is. Just got to go ahead and focus now to see if it's going to come back. Let's give you guys those numbers here. Economics, pulling up my Benzinga Pro here. So the crude inventories is what I'm looking at. Let me go ahead and try to get you that news here. All right, so weekly outlook here. Build of 8.84 million expected and a drawdown of 250,000 expected. So definitely a big number there. Gas inventories, a build of 333,000 versus a draw of 1.667 million expected there. So definitely, at least it looks like here, good news here coming for oil, at least bouncing back. Let's take a look at the actual crude futures. Those also moved on up from 11. And so we need to keep watch on that. What I would watch to see is if WTI, the crude futures, don't break down through, let's say, 82.70 now. They need to kind of hold 83. That's what I'll keep watch there.
Man, I just don't have patience today. God damn.
No patience. All right, 11:09 now hitting here on kind of the solar name. So now I can at least sell out if I want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stop that makes sense here. So take a look at the hourly range. The hourly range would be kind of a support at 309.50s and then a move towards 317 or 314 upside, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just set a 309 stop here. Why? Because if I stop out at 309, so what? I still got my gain here, but it gives me the ability to at least hang out right now to see if it can hold this kind of like 311 pullback on the 15 and then get through the 315, 316. If we could get up there, I'll sell into the push towards 320s. Well, that's what I'm looking for on top side right now, but going to be smart and put in a stop to make sure that at least I take the gains if I need it.
I don't have the patience, but I'm going to go ahead and sell this AR. I bought it at 38.78. I'm selling here at 38.71.
Come on.
We got more flow coming in. Man, this is crazy. Hang on. Let me see. AMD 85s. Damn. I want to take these YOLOs on the AMD $85 calls expiring tomorrow. My main concern is just this 401.32 rejection on VWAP if it happens. But I will say, if you do want to YOLO something, I'm looking at the $85 calls, which is about a buck. And that's not enough. Which is about, oh, it's 37 cents. Is that what they're paying? Yeah, that's actually pretty cheap.
Seeing a little bit of a server error here on this order here. Might just have to run towards the profit because I definitely don't want to see this drop. I'm seeing the industry itself trying to take out the lows there. What's SPY doing here? Topping out.
400.
Topping out a little bit. MPH. Fake out to the upside. Yeah, this is not working there, at least for that order adjustment. I might have to adjust it another way here. Really would like to move this stop up, trying to get it out there.
What's gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's at 1. So I'm about to
Come on. That order in. The battle's on, guys.
All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and head out, get ready, take some steps, and come back for option squawk. But again, you guys keep an eye on that AR. If it comes back to test the 3850s or so, that could be an area for you to go ahead and get long. If you're interested in a YOLO, $85 calls on AMD expiring tomorrow could be of interest. Go ahead and check that out. And then I am in Tesla YOLOs. I am in the Tesla 290 calls expiring tomorrow. I got in at 196. It's trading at 219. But obviously, I want more on Tesla. And we'll see if we get it. 401 is an area to keep an eye on the SPY. 401, 401.32. If we get above that, I think you're in good standing. But Mitch, everybody else, we'll see you Monday. See ya.
See you, man, my friend. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right, Zunaid getting on out of here, and he left his camera on, but no, we'll just leave him up here, you know. All right, well, I'll get into my charts here. You guys know how I've been looking at these. Now EMPH giving me that sign that it wants to push, so let's give SEG a little bit of movement here and see if it wants to take. All right, so this order is not trying to go through here. So we're gonna try to cancel the order that I have. See if that will cancel. Okay. Not getting that cancel, so that's great. Gilead not looking too bad there for us. Solar trying to make that next step up there. EMPH, let's see if it gets that drive. If EMPH can get that drive, I'll look for SEG to also get that drive on up. Nvidia filled the gap to the down on the gap there. Let's look for the 6 chart here. Be able to keep all these charts on up. I'll put Nvidia on the downside here. All the solar names I'm going to put on the top side here, and then we can take a look at different names out there. Take a look at Nvidia, keep on going. That's a good sign there for the tech names to kind of keep getting that push. Q's now topping out a little bit though, just to kind of point towards it. All right, got to change this up a little bit here. Keep it on watch. Man, actually try to close some of this. Tried to put in the stop, but it won't work there. So it's a battle here with this account. It hasn't been easy by any means on this platform, but just going to try to keep battling. Good call by Triple D, pre-market BTFD until the CPI next week. I don't know about that one, Jay. I don't think also, I think we'll stay in the range kind of the SPY is just coming back and playing kind of chop, right? And so until we get out of this kind of up, down, up, it's just hard here. But I kind of agree with the outlook that you should be looking more bullish than bearish right at these levels. But really, it's about the chop. Can we get out of the chop? Daily chart on Nvidia has a lot of bottoming at 134. It's not a bad way to look at it, really. But the big thing is just, will it hold? No one knows. That is what he said. That is what he said. This is the most choppy market I've seen in 30 years. Kind of agree with that. It's the chop fest. All right. Can we get this next step up here? Looking for these solar stocks to take that next step. It's up there towards 314 now. Looking good for us. Let's see if it can really take off. EMPH also, and the industry here on the right-hand side. So now I can kind of draw here. Don't want to see it get back below that level. Want to see it keep pushing. Keep the industry with me. The industry is with me. We can keep riding the winner. Ride your winners. Sell those losers quickly. That's probably the best way to trade I've seen. Go at least ABC starting to try to get us into the green on that one. Doesn't look too bad. All right, gonna have to figure this SEG. What can I do with it? Battle's on out there, guys. I'm sorry I've been a little bit more quiet. It's just hard to pay attention to the account and also pay attention to everything that's going on in the markets. I'm trying for you guys. But it's been a battle today. In oil, how's that gone since that 11 o'clock news? Well, it's definitely made a hard bottom there. We'll see if it comes back towards that bottom, but trying to find some bounce. Saw some call sweeps there for Rivian. Rivian trying to get some call sweeps to kind of get a little push there. And Rivian, you guys can keep on watch this. Now I talk about 35 is kind of the level that I'd be watching for it to hold and make that next push. Right now, it just pushed off that 35. Let's see if it comes back towards, let's say, 35.10s. But it does look like it's trying to get hot. Rivian. Nvidia put in a 5-minute red candle. We'll see what happens there. HubSpot shares trading higher after rebounding from yesterday's outlook. HubSpot getting some lift today. All right. I have to go and just try to put in a stop here, or let's just go ahead and just try to get the stop in. And trying to get the stop in SDG. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. You swinging or scalping Oxy? I am swinging it, but remember the paper account, not the real account here. So I just want to make sure that we're transparent as much as possible on this. So it's a paper competition. My average for Oxy is at 65.71s. We'll see if Oxy can come back. Rivian starting to move up since that talk about that option call. So not a bad one to keep your eyes on. We'll see what happens there. I'm going to start wrapping on up here so that I can pay attention to my trades and kind of finish out this competition account right now. I'm going to bring you guys on over, like always, to Benzinga Live. That's going to be coming on next with AB. Just want to go ahead and make sure we got the redirect. Yep, looks like it was set there. So we'll see you guys on over to Benzinga Live. That's coming on next. Don't go anywhere, guys. Like always, you guys can keep battling with us right here. And don't miss later today, Stock Market Movers, where I go, and that's my show, just only my show. So if you guys want to come on over and hear from some experts, I always try to get you guys the best opinions that I can get on out in Wall Street. So we're going to keep going here, like always, right here on Live Trading with Benzinga. Hope you guys had a great day today. Definitely smash the like before you get on out of here. And let's go ahead and wrap up the day here and get you guys over to Benzinga Live.
Introducing Smarter Financial News Search with Benzinga Pro. Now, with an array of familiar screening filters like price, short interest, and PE ratio, you can actually screen financial news for stock trading ideas. But that's not all. On top of fundamental and technical screening for actionable news catalysts, now you can tailor your newsfeed with Boolean operators or, and not. The result is perfect. By your own standards for your own news trading strategy. Prepare for the upcoming rebound. Capture news catalysts before major price moves with Benzinga Pro today.